And tonight we've had storms and flash flood warnings across our area, as Tim mentioned.
Yeah, raindrops still coming down, and we're checking in with Leila Cox. She's in a weather vehicle. And so, Leila, tell me what you're seeing out there now.
Good evening, Dana and Janet. Like you said, we've been tracking these conditions all day. Right now, we are on, we were actually trying to get down East Brambleton Avenue, but if I show you what the road looks like right now, if you look really closely, that's the traffic congestion right now on East Brambleton Avenue. You'll see a huge white tractor trailer that's been positioned there for some time now. Earlier, I can tell you around 2:30 when I was heading into the office this afternoon, that is the area where it started to get a little unsafe on the roads because of the level of water that was really rising and staying stagnant on the ground. I actually saw a yellow Mini Cooper stuck just past that light right out front of Scope. But we're going to drive around for a little bit. If you can see right in front of you, this is kind of that stalled water right there next to this kind of junkyard. But as we've been traveling through both the residential and kind of main roads in Norfolk, we've seen a lot of slow driving and traffic because of those flooded roadways, particularly in the area along East Virginia Beach Boulevard and Tidewater Drive. We haven't seen any emergency service vehicles out there to kind of stop the traffic, so we've been seeing people actually attempt to go through those flooded roadways. But as we continue to drive throughout Norfolk, there are just some pockets where it's just not even worth the risk. Now, because we are in the weather vehicle right now, we're able to kind of drive through these flooded roadways as you're seeing on your screen. But for those low-lying cars, we've seen about 4 different small cars stuck in these waterways. There was actually a man that attempted to drive through it and had to get out of his car. Let's take a left, Nia. We'll take a left, Nia. We'll see actually right here, this paints a good picture of these cars that are stuck right now before these train tracks. This man is outside of his car attempting to figure out what to do next. Not sure if he's called help, but this is just kind of showing you in real time what this train of water and consistent flood of rain we've been seeing impact these areas in the city of Norfolk. Now, as these cars really just try to drive through, we advise you, if you are seeing if you can't see through the roads, just try not to drive through it. And these are what these 2 cars you see with their hazards on are doing right now. We'll be sure to update you within the next hour or so. As you can tell, the rain isn't even, coming down right now as hard as it was an hour ago. But because of how consistent that rain was, the impacts are definitely throughout Hampton Roads and especially right here in Norfolk. But I'll toss it back to you guys in the studio. Reporting live in Norfolk, Leila Cox, 13 News Now.
All right, Leila, thank you. And yeah, you see those cars driving through, even though they see the stalled cars right beside them. So not a good idea. Try to stay in if you have to head out, but be careful about the route that you take. Turn around, they say, don't drown. Leila, thank you so much, and stay safe out there.
Yeah, that was a look at the roads, and we continue our coverage with another look at conditions in Norfolk. So Brittany Miller is live tonight. So Brittany, where are you right now, and what are you seeing out there? I know that car has been stuck in that floodwater on Colley Avenue for quite some time now.
Yeah, Dana, Janet, there's been a lot going on here over the past few hours. This first SUV submerged, a second one also stuck, a woman inside. Our team watched as she climbed out of the window, over the hood, and onto the sidewalk to safety. Our weather impact interceptor here and saw as firefighters came to check this SUV to make sure no one was inside. Now, if you've been following us, you can see this water is starting to recede. There was a lot of water on this sidewalk here, but that's gone down. We're starting to see more of the windshield here. Firefighters coming through just a few minutes ago to put up yellow tape blocking the entrance to this part of the street under this overpass. And as they were doing that, Dana and Jenna, I'll tell you, an ambulance came barreling down this street and almost hit this floodwater. Had it not been for firefighters, us, and some bystanders watching, waving our arms and screaming and telling them to stop. That kind of thing happening multiple times this evening. A few moments after that second SUV got stuck, a third truck came driving down this street very quickly, and that woman who had just moments before got out of her car for safety, she had to wave her arms and stand in the street to get them to stop. So a lot's been happening over the last few moments. I'll tell you you a message that firefighters gave to us. We had some gentlemen come with their floaties and get in this water and wade their way through. They have requested that people avoid doing things like that. Not only does it put you and your safety in danger, it also puts firefighters and first responders in jeopardy if they have to go in that water to try to rescue you. Reporting live in Norfolk, Brittany Miller, 13 News Now.
All right, thanks, Brittany. Some good reminders there of just how significant this weather event has been for us, Brittany. Thank you. Stay dry, stay safe out there.